Hi, this is a Kindle I got on eBay, and I just want to show some of the things that it can do. So it's old, it's a Kindle Touch, it has an audio jack, you can listen to music, but it's experimental. Go into menu and then experimental, MP3 player, and I've put 3 MP3s in the music directory. Press play. You can't fast forward, but you can skip songs. You can pause and play, and you can change the volume, and that all works through the audio jack with headphones as well. I synced it with Amazon so you can see that I can open my books that I've purchased. You can hold down on a word and it will bring that dictionary up. And you can change the dictionary in the setting. You press the top to bring up the menu. You press the right to turn the page. And this section right here is the left. This is actually a home button, which they did away with on the newer Kindles. I kind of like it. This is a PDF that I've sent to my Kindle using Amazon's Send to Kindle webpage. And when you do that, you have to make sure that the wireless is on, and then you press sync and check for items, and that should just show up in your cloud, and then you can download it. So if you press cloud, it'll be just like this, except all the things that you've ever purchased, and you can choose which ones you want to download to the device. And I can go to the next page of my stuff here. These are all the things I've highlighted or taken notes on. I jailbroke this. I know that sounds like kind of a extreme word or something, but really the only reason I did it was to get this reader app that can read normal EPUB files. I'm opening this launcher that lets me launch any of the apps I've installed that are for jailbroken Kindles. The only one I need is this one, KOReader. I'm going to go ahead and start it with no framework. You can start it the other ways too. No framework requires a restart of the device after you exit from KOReader, but it's faster while you're using it. So you'll see the screen will go black and it'll say starting KOReader, and this is a really nice ebook reader. You can see it can read HTML, like the quick start guide is in HTML. And you have lots of settings. You can change like rotation to be upside down, night mode, things you wouldn't be able to do unless you had a brand new Kindle. You can even update this app. I've already checked for updates. This is the latest one. Here are my books. I'll go home. I've downloaded some of them using this device, and I'm going to show you how to download books that are free. You can't really do that on Amazon. Maybe there are free books, I just don't know of any. All of them cost at least $1 that I've seen on the Amazon store, which you can also go through on the normal Kindle interface. But here we're going to go to, this is not the Amazon store, it's called OPDS Catalog. So I don't know if you're familiar with Gutenberg, but it is a, oh, and I've been having like really spotty Wi-Fi. Gutenberg is a website with public domain books, so a lot of them are older than 100 years. That's one of the reasons a book could be in the public domain. For the US, if it's older than 100 years old, then the copyright has basically expired. And when that happens, you can read them for free. There are lots of books on here that are free. You can also do it on the computer. If I search by the most popular ones, I could put a search in right there and just type the name of a book. Let's download Frankenstein. It's going to show me 2 copies. The first one is without images. The second one is with images. I have not got the second one to work yet on this Kindle. On my other Kindle, my newer one, it works, but we're just going to do without images. Now I can go on the computer and download the one with images and then put it on here through the wire. That works fine. This is confusing that sometimes it will show Kindle on here as one of the options. Don't press that. Unless if you wanted it to show up in your Kindle library. But remember, this is a generic ebook app. You're going to press EPUB, which is the generic type of file for ebook readers. It doesn't really take several minutes. It takes a lot of seconds. Okay, so now I can press read now. And there's a little loading bar up there. I don't know if you saw it. A little introduction, and then here's the book. You can jump to these, so I'm going to jump to letter 1, and there we go. I really like KOReader because of its dictionary, but it's just quicker. And I can more easily define words inside of words. I didn't know what exhilarate inside of the definition of in spirit meant, so I just held that down. This says 1 out of 2. That means that my other dictionary, you just swipe to get to that next one if it has a definition of the other one. Like, you have the font size and stuff right here. Pretty basic. You can also customize your backgrounds. So I've gone ahead and got a background off of Wikipedia, Multnomah Falls. That background's only for KOReader. You can customize the Kindle backgrounds when it's jailbroken, but I decided not to mess with that. So this will just let me know, like, oh, it's locked and I must be in KOReader. So if you want to exit, you just press that guy on the top right and then press exit. File cabinet takes you to your books, and if you're ever lost for some reason, just press home if you're in another directory and it'll take you there. And it'll keep your place in all these books. If you ever stop reading and then you open it again, it'll also tell you the progress on the right here. Oh, and I want to show you PDFs real quick. Since I'm sharing the home folder with my Kindle home folder, it means that if you use send to Kindle, like I did to send this PDF from a website, what I did is I did like Command P on a Mac and then print. Then I said save to file instead of printing it. And when I did that, I selected A5 page size, which is about the size, like dimensions of a Kindle. The actual text gets like huge margins on the side. So what I did to get this to look right is I chose semi-auto margins, and then you pick the top left. You can press here and that'll be the top left, but I just press the top left of where I want my margin to be, and then the bottom right, and then apply crop, and now all the pages in this book will be like that, and it'll save when you go out of it. So I'm not skipping any content here. Like it'll partially, like, I don't know if you see this, the last words are penalty for being caught, and then I scroll down and then that last line overlaps. It's right here so that I don't miss anything, and then I got the whole next page. So then these are the page breaks in between, so I don't miss any of the content. It's got like a 1/4 inch of overlap. You can change all that in the settings, but I find I don't even need to. It works perfectly. The PDF reader is way more solid in here, and you can use the dictionary, you can highlight. There are some extensions too, like QR from clipboard, so that's really cool. So if I wanted to like copy and paste text to my phone, so I can just highlight stuff and then I can say copy QR from clipboard, and that is the text. And then I point my phone at it, load that up on my phone, and copy it into a note or something. You just tap to get rid of that. This is a really handy app. I would basically have purchased a Kindle just to use this app. It's so good. So yeah, it'll reboot because I started it in no framework mode.